New camera, new learning process. Is it focused? I think it's focused.
Your guess
yeah,
is
it's focused, yeah. Say hi, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
There's Ben back there. So today we're gonna do a video. A lot of people do RV maintenance. They work on their RVs, they upgrade their RVs, they do things. But one of the things that gets overlooked sometimes is your truck or your tow vehicle. So today we're gonna do some work on the truck, and Ben is gonna help us. Where's he at? Ben is gonna help us, and we're gonna roll over to JRB, the Joint Reserve Base, and use the hobby shop over there. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
What do you need?
Made it to the shop.
Yeah.
Ooh, that light's bright.
Yeah.
All right, we're here. We got our tools set up. We got Ben, our trusty assistant. And the first thing that I did is, I don't know if you can see it down there, that front filter. We got that one done. I drain it into a bottle with a hose. There's a hose that it sticks into. Makes life so much easier. All right, let's finish up this front one. I'm going to show you where this hose is under here. See where that hose is stuck in right there? And then you just pull that hose out like that. But that's where that little hose goes in. And it makes it very easy to drain it into this bottle. And this is the worst part. That's good.
Stop.
I gotta see if I can reach that stuff. Let me see. So this is the rear filter. See right here. And then this little hose. It's kind of tough, but you put it on that nipple. And then you have to have a peanut gallery. Whenever you're doing this, you gotta have a peanut gallery.
We're
and then
safety observers.
Safety observers. And then it drains into that bottle. So the way you do that is you turn this little petcock. Sometimes you have to have a screwdriver. The fluid,
You need to do it.
as you can see when you loosen that petcock.
It's still all new to us too.
Yeah. Sorry about this camera thing. It's brand new to us, and this is our first try. But you can see it goes into the bottle right there. And then somebody else taught me a trick on YouTube on how to get more liquid out of there. You have to break the seal. All right, so we're moving on to the oil. For that on a ram, you need a 3/8 extension and a ratchet. You don't need a socket for it. And we're going to raise this up so that it splashes right in my face. Three gallons.
Oh, babe, did you bring the oil?
Yeah.
Okay. You made a mess anyway.
Yep. So this device makes changing that oil filter so easy, because you unscrew this from your engine, and then this little tool threads on in its place. Maybe. Threads on in its place, and then that allows you to pull it out through the frame without making a mess. Gimbal drives me crazy.
It's working? Baby, you're in the shot.
But is the box in the shot?
No.
So use the black deal.
You're good. You're in there. Yeah. Good.
Anybody need any more bank stickers? Or a Banks?
You just threw away the instructions.
I don't need the instructions. We don't do instructions around here. I do have a task for you though. Look at this bad boy. Boom. Nice. I want to keep this piece of foam.
Okay.
And that parts box.
Okay.
So a couple cool things about this. If you see these lines right here that are made into the cast, that's so when the oil circulates, it pushes it to the outside instead of pooling. And all these are where it pools. The other cool thing is it has scoops, and these scoops hang out below the differential. So as you go down the highway, the wind hits those scoops and it pushes the air across here to help cool it. Another thing they designed is this tab will break off if you catch it on a rock or something without breaking the actual diff cover. So it's designed to snap off. The other thing, it has a drain hole. You'll see when we get to the back of the truck, the factory does not have a drain hole. You have to pull the cover off every time you change the fluid. It has a drain hole, it has a sight glass, and it has a fill hole on top. Now we're gonna put Jackie to work, putting in this little rubber seal. So this, the trick to it, is to start right here, but what you're gonna have to do is you have to push it into itself. Push it into itself and hold it. Push it into itself and hold it. If you don't, you'll end up with like 3 or 4 inches of.
Oh, okay.
So you have to pack it as you put it through. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I mean, I don't know if I did that well enough. If it doesn't work, like you end up with extra, they put this little divot right there, and we can just put something plastic under there and lift it out and do it again.
Okay.
Okay? So when I say push, you're gonna have to do it a little bit at a time and push it into just like that. And then move your thumb, slide this thumb, keep packing it just like that. That's it. And then Ben and I are gonna go work on taking the old one off. Cool?
Yep.
But
It's on. You can edit.
so I'm gonna work on getting this off, which is a pain in the butt. Oh, I say I'm gonna get them loose. Yeah, loose. These things are tight. Look at this bad boy right here. I got the cover off, got the old cover off. We're looking for some cleaner. We're gonna clean and scrape all that down, make sure it's good and clean, and then we'll get that new cover installed.
You gonna tell us what you're doing?
Just scraping all the old crap off of it. I know that other gasket is gonna run along this clean section, but I'm just trying to get it all clean.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't it? Pretty heavy duty. It's got the 410 rear end in it. I used some parts cleaner already, brake cleaner, cleaned out all this. Sure does help having a lift though, doesn't it?
Yes.
I mean, I think they're charging us $15 bucks an hour to use the lift, which makes life so much easier.
So he put me in charge of putting in the gasket for the differential pan, and it's done.
Good job, good job.
It's in there.
Take, we'll do it back here. So I got Jackie over here doing the Loctite. She's Loctiting up. And I'm starting. One more. And before we started filming, Ben and I put this one in, and the top dead center one, so it would hold itself. So we're gonna get the rest of these in, and then we'll go from there. All right, we got it on, and then we're gonna do like a star pattern. That's it.
Diametrically opposite.
Is that what you call it?
Yes.
I call it a star pattern.
When I used to build torpedoes, it was diametrically opposite.
Man, 12 foot-pounds is not much. Look at that bad boy. It's on there. It's all good, ready to go. We're just gonna put the fluids in there. And then don't let me forget, we have to put oil in the truck because we haven't done that yet.
Yes, you will not leave without oil.
We've done the filter and drained it, but we got to put oil in it before we start. That's good.
Yep.
So as you can see, we're using Amsoil products, and I'm going to put a QR code right here for where you can go through the Amsoil dealer that we use. Don Archer, he takes really good care of us, and I'll put this QR code, and there's a link for his specific website in the description of the video. But let's go ahead and get this bad boy filled up. So Ben came up with a genius idea. Instead of recutting every one of these bags, see, you have to pull this off and then cut the nipple. Instead of doing that, Ben said, just do this. Thanks, Ben.
You're welcome.
All right.
I want to get you another.
Looks good. Look how sexy that is, Ben.
It is
You
beautiful.
can see the sight glass. Yeah. Good to go. Everything's tightened down. Everything's torqued. Now we got to put oil in the engine. We got to lower it down.
That's right.
Lower it down and actually put oil in it. All right.
Get a lot. All right, you're on.
Amsoil.
Is your microphone on?
Yeah. All right, did you have fun?
I had a blast.
It was fun. So we did the fuel filters, we did the oil filter, we did an oil change, we did the Banks diff cover. What else?
The air filter, cabin.
We did the cabin filter. I did the air filter yesterday. And I want to show you something that I filmed yesterday real quick right here. I just want to let y'all know. I'm filming this a couple days in advance, but we are not sponsored. We don't get a dime from Doc's Diesel. But I like to share things that help us money-wise, and Doc's Diesel definitely does that. So I ordered this before I had surgery. So let's see, it would have been November 1st this came in. And if you can read that, $153. So it's $139. I guess I got a Halloween sticker, wasn't aware of, but anyway, $153 with shipping and tax. So in that kit, you get both of your fuel filters for the Ram, you get an oil filter for the Ram, you get an air filter for the Ram, and you get a cabin air filter for $153. Now, go price that out separate or buying it from Ram. We've been using them for about almost 3 years, and we've never had an issue with any of these filters. So, just passing that on to you. So now, that's Doc's Diesel. I turned Ben onto it. He's already been on the website. He's excited because, you know, Fords need a lot of filters, man. They need a lot of help with their oil filtration and their fuel pumps and everything. So we're gonna get you hooked up with some of that, right?
Right.
Okay. But hey, this is our first video with our new camera and the microphones. So
Yes, check 1, 2, 3.
yeah, check 1, 2, 3. So bear with us on this because we're trying to figure out this new camera system, and we really appreciate y'all. We really appreciate y'all hanging in there with us, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.